ownership and control and direction of our own future. Where do we want to go? With one member on the board of Windsor Police is far cry of any kind of influence that would be required to exert what we want. How are we going to say when there's a conflict between what the city of Windsor wants and what Amherstburg wants, who is going to win that conflict in the safest community and make it that much better for 10% of safety? It doesn't, it just doesn't matter. So I think what we're trying to tell you, and I know you mentioned at the beginning that this is not supposed to be emotional, these are opinions of the people here, and I hope all of our public representatives are here, and I don't know which ones aren't here, but I hope they're all here, and they see this crowd that's here, and it is emotional because this is our community, and we get to decide what to do. And I know you're doing your job. You've been asked by an outside auditor, go check on these funds, go do research, find out what needs to be done to save some money. You've done your job. We appreciate it. We thank you for submitting the proposal, City of Windsor. We're saying this is not what we want. Thank you.
What we're talking about here is providing contract for service, and that's a very, very important distinction. And I haven't spoken, I'm sure you guys, some of you have, you've spoken to folks in Essex or in Leamington or in Kingsville or Tecumseh and asked them whether or not they feel like they've lost their identity as a town when policing went to OPP. I haven't done that because I haven't had need to ask that question, but they still seem like strong, resilient towns. And then I know when I went back and looked at the literature in Windsor back in 1966 and 1935 when there was a town of Walkerville and a town of Sandwich and used to be the town of Riverside, that was the #1 issue that was raised, is that there was going to be a loss of identity after amalgamation. So that was much different than we're talking about now. But as a person who's 45, who was born in 1972, if you came to Windsor and you said, hey Drew, where's Vito's Pizza? I would identify that to you today as it's in the town of Walkerville, a municipality that ceased to exist in 1935, decades before I was even born. So it hasn't, that area still hasn't lost its identity, and I would submit that the town of Amherstburg is a marvelous place, a wonderful place, and that you will not lose your identity based on this one decision alone. You're too strong of a town for that to happen.